It feels like such a treat and a blessing to get to witness the transformation of nature during the autumn season. As trees adorn the landscape with their rich shades of yellow, orange, and red, and as crunchy leaves float to the ground, this explosion of color creates a picturesque backdrop for scenic drives and outdoor activities like hiking, which is exactly what I'm doing today. Fall is my favorite time of the year to hike because the temperatures have cooled off, the bugs are mostly gone, and the colors in the mountains and the woods are stunning. It's so inspiring to see the incredible color palette sweep over the region. The autumn leaves will all fall after their short burst of bright color. I think if we knew that the autumn foliage would last forever, it wouldn't have the same poignant beauty because we'd take it for granted. The ephemeral nature of their existence is why we appreciate them so much. Our lives are similarly fleeting, but I sometimes forget that impermanence and take my days for granted. I have frittered away many hours and days with unnecessary stress and hardship. But when I remind myself of the ephemeral nature of life, I gain a new perspective on and a greater appreciation for its steady, constant passing. Thich Nhat Hanh once said that impermanence does not necessarily lead to suffering. What makes us suffer is wanting things to be permanent when they are not. Our struggle with impermanence causes so much suffering. We either don't want things to change, or we wish they were different, rarely if ever satisfied with the way things are for the time being. Even the joy that we cultivate is fleeting. And remember, I love Eckhart Tolle's definition of joy as vibrantly alive peace. Inevitably, there will be moments where we are heartbroken, feeling lost, grieving a loss, or feeling a multitude of things that do not include happiness, joy, or peace. I think that some suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience, But imbuing more joy into our lives goes hand in hand with eliminating unnecessary sources of suffering from our lives. What if we could acknowledge this impermanence, accept the reality of this moment, and embrace it as we do the transience of the autumn season? Fall is a time that is conducive to introspection, to letting go and unburdening ourselves. It reminds us of the impermanence of everything and of how nature's cycles are mirrored in our own lives. We have experienced the budding of life in spring and the flowerings and abundance of summer. Now the falling leaves and bare branches remind us of the fleeting nature of all things. Life is a big adventure. Thank you for joining me on mine, and I'll see you next week.